Hi everyone, so I've just spent the past hour or so working on my Documenting December project. I came down as soon as I dropped off the kids at the bus stop, and I really took my time with these couple of cards. The only cards that I made were this one, this one, this one, and this one. Obviously this is just stapling something onto the card. So I really did take my time with it. I could have gone faster and gotten that stuff done quicker, but when I have an hour and I only, if you're documenting every couple of days, you don't really need to rush and be, really pressed for getting a whole lot into a period of time. So that's something that I really enjoy about documenting December every couple of days. I'm not going to say daily because I don't really do it daily, but even just kind of being mindful about coming down or bringing my stuff up and doing it every couple of days makes a big difference in how relaxed you can be in your approach. So, okay, so I'm going to share with you guys what I have done so far on my Documenting December project using the Stocking Stuffer kit from Scraptastic. So the first thing that I did was I wanted to do a title card. I don't usually do title cards in my pocketed scrapbook. I kind of hate title cards actually, but because I don't do them every week anymore, I was actually looking forward to getting a chance to do something that was kind of like, woo, this is December. So, but I didn't want to kind of be too fancy about it either. I really wanted to get into the scrapbooking. I was excited about some of the things that I had to document that first day that I documented, which was Monday. That was December 3rd. I just took the star sequins that came in the kit and glued them all over the card. And then I did trim down the card a little bit and matted it on just a plain piece of red cardstock from my stash. And so that was really simple and easy to do. And I kind of wanted it to look like the stars were kind of like falling from the lines that were already on the card. So I put the stars so that they were on, each star is on a line. And so that's the way I did that. And I just kind of wanted to spread out. So what I did was I put the big ones on first, and I just kind of like splattered them, and then I moved them around a little bit to make them more balanced looking. I wanted to spread out my 2 red ones and then have the other 4 gold ones be kind of like giving me some balance on the card. And then I just took the little silver ones and spread them out in the gaps between the big ones. So that's how I did that. I can't really remember the order that I did them in, so I'm just going to share them with you in the order that I usually do. So I didn't actually scrap them in this order. And so my kids go to Unicorn Theater every year during the holidays, and this little pamphlet that kind of, I forget what that's called. It's like a playbill. If you go to Broadway, you get the playbill books. Well, this is like a little book that tells you, like who the actors were and the directors and all that sort of thing. So I folded it up, and I really love that it was this really bright neon green color. I did some journaling on the edge here, and I just did it in my red pen that we got in a Scraptastic kit a while ago. It was one of the bonuses for ordering a couple of kits in a row. And so I added this little clothespin. Oh, I can't remember who makes these clothespins now, but it came in the kit. And then I layered a piece of the glitter tape, which it's hard to get the backing off of the glitter tape. And sometimes if I can't get it, I just run my ATG or whatever glue I'm using across it to glue it down. So if you're really finding it difficult to tear the backing, hang on. This shiny backing actually does come off. It seems like it doesn't because it's really hard to get off, but if you can get your thumbnail in there or your fingernail, you can actually, this is sticky, so it is self-adhesive, but sometimes it's such a pain in the butt to get the adhesive off of it that I just run some glue along the edge of it and stick it down that way because it can be frustrating. So then this is a little part of one of the Ormolu tags that came in the kit. These are letters, stickers that came in the kit from Glitz. This is the little 1 banner that came from Ormolu. It has the numbers of the month of December. And so I used the one. I'm not going to use those numbers all the time in my project because this is not a daily project for me, but every once in a while I will label the dates. I put some of the enamel dots here, and I love the creamy Christmassy colors of those enamel dots. They're so cute. And then this is a little snowflake die cut that Ileana sent me. She's one of my YouTube subscribers who sent me a whole bunch of stuff a while ago, quite a long while ago now, and I'm still using it. So thank you so much, Ileana. And then this is a piece of paper from the kit, from the crepe paper pack that came in the kit. I wanted to have a card that was kind of just, you know, like an introductory card to the project. And so I layered an Ormolu flag or banner or whatever you call these things, a pennant. And then I layered some washi tape from my stash. The washi tape that I'm using on this project, I basically just picked out 3 rolls of washi tape that were really Christmassy that I wanted to make sure I got some use out of. So this daily project is a really good way to use up some of your stash as well. So I did supplement my stash with some washi tape. I cut a teensy weensy thin strip of the glitter tape and stuck it down, and then I attached this Ormolu flare badge on top. I did some journaling, and I used this Repeat the Sounding Joy card that came in the kit, so the lines were already there. So this is a card that I did today, so if you watched my process, you will see this one. You will have seen this one already. But basically, I wanted to document the delivery of the holiday wreaths that we do every year, but I didn't have a good picture. So I just created a little card using the wreath sticker that came on the Glitz Designs, and then the holiday sticker I layered behind, and I actually just folded it over. And then I used a stamp set to stamp out the word wreaths. I didn't want to introduce a sticker here because it already had like 2 layers of stickers, and I could have used the letter stickers that came in the kit, but I just wanted a different look. I thought that would look a little bit too cluttered, and I didn't want the word wreaths to compete too much with the word holiday. So I just decided to use, and I use StazOn ink because it's a slick surface on the sticker. And my StazOn is not all that juicy, so you see that it has a real kind of blotted look. But I kind of like that. I really like a hand-stamped look that's not completely even. And so then I used my, I think it's a Dear Lizzie. It's an American Crafts holiday roller date stamp that I pulled into my kit as well. So that's from my stash. And I stamped the date, but the 01 didn't turn out very well. So I just went back with my marker to make it clear that it was 01. It was December 1st that we did that. And then I just layered, I took one of those Ormolu tags or labels or whatever you call them. I did my journaling on it, and then I just put this transparent label over top of it. I love these transparent labels because you can journal right under them, and even though there's a line here, you can see what it says. I actually really love these, and I have some of these in my stash that I printed up onto overhead transparency, and I never did cut them out to use them, but now that I see how handy they are, I'm going to totally go into my stash and get those and use them. Okay, so then I have this card. I really love the Baby It's Cold Outside, which was a piece of overhead like a transparency that came in the kit. It was from the Chic tags, and it was 3x4 size. So what I decided to do was make a little pocket and fill it with sequins. And these are sequins that actually did not come in the kit. I could have used the kit sequins in this, but I thought that multicolored sequins would really detract from the print that was on the card. The sentiment and the snowflakes that are printed on the transparency are such a subtle color, and that kind of really light white on a white background kind of just barely stands out. And so to add a bunch of different colored sequins would really kind of, I don't think you'd be able to read Baby It's Cold Outside at all. As it is, it's a little hard to read it with these just plain sequins. And so these were from my stash. I just got them at a craft store, not even Michael's, like it was a hobby store where they sell trains and stuff. They had a bunch of packages of white sequins that have this kind of iridescent look to them. So there's a combination of 2 different sizes of white and some just clear ones too, the clear iridescent ones. So that's what I used in there. And then I have these 2 cards kind of go together. So this is the title card for this card here. It says, The Elf on the Shelf and Eggnog Latte. And I have a video that shows you how I did this stamp. And so I will post that separate in a separate video today. And it just shows you how you can make a stamp that has 2 different colors on it by stamping the one color and then stamping the other color and then cutting them both out and just cutting out this part and putting it on top of the stamp that you did in the other color. You should watch the video because I really didn't explain that very well. I did use, these are word stickers from my stash. They're just those Tim Holtz Chit Chat ones that come in a big spiral bound little booklet. And these are letters from the kit, and there were only 2 G's in this font, and I needed 3 for the word eggnog, so I just traced around it. That's in my video too, so check out my video. It's called Solving 2 Common Problems or something for documenting for pocketed page. I don't know, I forget what I call it, but it's something about common problems, 2 common problems. So this is the card that goes with that one. So I have the arrows kind of pointing down to say that these 2 cards go together. And this is just a sticker from the Glitz. It's all on a piece of paper from the crepe paper pad that came. This was just a card that had that ampersand and the banner on it, and it was in the kit. And so I just added the wording on it. And then here I have 2, they are both 2.5 by 2.5 Instagram prints, and I just cut out more of a border on this one so it looks a little bit bigger. This one had a border already on it, so it's part of the 2.5 by 2.5. And then I just layered 2 different ormolu tags here and took some word stickers from the kit, and I just took a piece of paper from the kit and just made a little extra flag that says evidence that. So it's kind of like the Elf on the Shelf and Eggnog Latte, evidence that Christmas is here. So that's that one. And now these 3 and this one are what I did today. So on Monday I did this, and this, and this. And then today I did this, and this. Hi guys, I totally skipped over showing you guys this card, so I'm going to tape it now and stick it into where it belongs in the video. Card that I skipped over. It is on a 4x6 piece of crepe paper that came in the kit, which I had pre-cut into 4x6 pieces. It comes in a 6x6 paper pad. And then I also have this piece of gold paper that also came from the same paper pad. This was a 4x6 piece as well that I had pre-cut, but then once I decided to use it as a mat, I just cut it down. This is in the process video that I have for December 5th, which will be posted as part of the December 6th class, but it's showing my process for day 5 of documenting my December, and so you can see me make this if you want, but just in case you decide to not watch that video, I'll tell you how I made it. So I matted the photo on this piece of gold paper, and then I put the whole thing on this 4x6 piece of paper, and then I took this Here's the Story ormolu flag, which I thought was perfect. And the way that this card came together was a little bit unplanned, and so it's probably worth looking at the process video if you're interested in seeing how things evolve in scrapbooking. If not, this is fine. You can just look at it here. I stapled with my tiny attacher, just more for decoration than anything else. I added 3 little enamel dots that came in the kit. This washi tape was from my stash, so I added that. This is part of a bigger 3x4 card that had cookies and milk on it, and so I cut off the cookies and milk, and I'm hanging on to that because I probably will use that on Christmas Eve, but I'm not going to use it yet, and I wanted the green because I just thought that there was so much red on this, that's red, and there's so much red in the photo that I wanted some green, and there's green here too. So so I did my journaling on that, and I put this little paper clip on here. I love this paper clip. It's one of my favorites. I love the vintage looking silver paper clips. They're just so pretty, the shaped ones. And then I just thought it needed a little something else, so I stuck on a strip of the glitter tape there. The glitter tape is excellent for layering under things. It's one of those details. Now back to your regularly scheduled video. So here I have, I wasn't sure I'd be able to use this overlay from crepe paper that came in the kit, because I often, if I put filters on my photos, I do it in Instagram, and I don't usually need to do it with overlays from crepe paper. I don't often use those, but I thought it was a really nice way to frame up a photo. I do really love that it has these extra little banners. There's actually one under the word cookies too, but it's so clear that you can't really see it. So I used the letter stickers that came in the kit. These are those Dear Lizzie thickers that came in the kit, and then this is one of the word stickers, had a little heart on it. And so I put Alvin Hearts cookies, and these are more letter stickers that came in the kit. I sewed them in place just to add a little bit of texture, and I thought it would be nice to contrast between the texture of the thread with the shininess of the overlay. And then I have a couple of layered elements here. This is an ormolu pennant, and then this is a chic tag. And just for a little bit more texture, I just put two little sequins on there. And when I'm placing sequins, I want to place them, I usually do them in threes, but I thought three would be a little bit too much for this little cluster because there's all these flowers up here too. So what I decided to do was just put two, and when I'm putting them, I like to put them on the edges of things. So see how that one is kind of like half on the brown and half on the white? That's the way I like to do them when I put them on. So then this one was probably the easiest card I've ever done. I just took this, the back side of this card I thought was really pretty, and I wanted to kind of contrast. These will actually go like this so that the deer are looking at each other. And my daughter drew this really adorable picture of a deer. It's just like, I love it. I am so in love with this little picture. And so I wanted to not decorate it at all. I just wanted it to be, the picture to be what it is. And so I just stapled it in place with two little tiny attacher staples. And then I saw that this card was in the kit already. So I thought that these two deer would kind of look cute beside each other. And I actually think when my daughter sees this, she's going to get a real kick out of the fact that I put her deer next to the other deer and that they're kind of looking at each other. And then I decided I wanted to do some journaling, but I did not want to take away from the white silhouette of this deer. And I felt like if I put another white or white based label up here, I wanted to do my journaling on labeling on a label, but I just didn't want to kind of offset the deer. I really like the white being down here and then this all being wood grain. So I decided to journal right on the wood grain and then put this transparent label over top of it. I am loving these transparent labels. I need to get more. And then I just stapled this star in place too, just because it was looking a little bit plain. So, and again, when I'm using these transparent elements, which I've had transparent elements before, but I don't know why I haven't enjoyed using them as much as I enjoy using the ones that came with this kit. But it's kind of like you can add interest to something without putting off the balance. So I really like how this card looks, especially next to this one, where this one is kind of like dark with a white deer and then this is white with a dark deer. And so I didn't want to offset that. Like I wanted it to kind of stand out when you look at that page for these two deers to jump out. But the addition of transparent elements really allows you to, they almost disappear, but they're still there. So anyways, I don't know if that made any sense at all, but that's my thinking on it. So I hope you guys enjoyed the sharing of my process and also the summary of my cards. I hope you guys got some inspiration from this. So you guys take care and have a really great scrappy week, and make sure that you post your progress in the gallery and come along to the Stocking Stuffer class that's held on the forum as well, and say hello and let us know how you're doing and share any pictures that you have or any problems that you're running into, and we'd be happy to chat with you guys about that stuff. So take care and have a great scrappy week. Bye bye.